Hello everyone. So this is a place where I'm gonna tell you if you are doing a real estate course from the Humber and if you would like to know what is included in the simulation one, which is residential real estate transaction. I'm gonna give you a very brief of this, but it's gonna be very helpful to you what exactly to expect when you're doing a simulation. First, just to let you know, the simulation is $750 if you are joining it. It's in class, but the good thing about it is because during the COVID, you can just join it through the web, through the Zoom. So this is how it's gonna happen. So exam is included in this, just to let you know. It's gonna be 35.5 hours with 50 questions in 3 hours exam. So what exactly the simulation one is? So you would have two options. The first option would be either take the 1 week class because it's 35.5 hours. So you have to understand that it's gonna be 5 days of the work. So now it's up to you. The video class which you will attend, it can be Monday to Friday. So how it's gonna happen if you're gonna choose 1 week, it's gonna be Monday to Thursday 9 to 5 with 1 hour lunch, which is gonna be 12 to 1, and you might gonna have the 10 or 5 minutes break around 10:30 a.m. or the 3 p.m. And 3 p.m. Really depends on your instructor. You will have two instructors because one will be watching you. Your cameras has to be on all the time. Only when you are taking lunch, that is the only time you can turn your cameras off. Otherwise, it has to be camera on all the time. One instructor is teaching you, the another is going to observe what you are doing, are you paying attention or not, although they don't care, but this is how they do because you're present in this class is mandatory, so you have to be there 9 to 5, you can't be late on the very first day. So I would say on the first day is little different. Why first day is different? The first day is different because you will be signing in at 8:30 a.m. They actually want you to come at 8 a.m., but I would say even though you go over there 8:30 a.m., 8:20 a.m., it's completely fine. What they're gonna do, they're gonna check your IDs, they're gonna match your face with your IDs, and that's it. I wouldn't say you have to get ready. You can just sit the way you are, and it's completely fine because anyhow you're joining a Zoom video meeting. So few things which you have to know about it. The very first I told you, if you choose the 1 week, it's gonna be Monday to Thursday, 9 to 5, the class. On Friday, which is your exam day, it would be from 9 to 2. Only one instructor will be there who's gonna teach you. I would say whatever they are teaching and going through and revising, that's gonna appear in exam for sure. Another thing, whatever they are teaching you from Monday to Friday, it's going to appear in exam. And what the exam is, it's actually based on the course 1, 2, and 3. It's all about the real life scenarios questions they're going to ask. It's going to be only 50 questions. As I've said, it's just have 50 questions and you will have a 3 hours. If you're thinking 3 hours are too much, just to let you know, you can only finish these 50 questions in 3 hours. Why? Because the questions are really lengthy. It's gonna take time to read the question and do it. My exam was done in 2.5 hours, but I still took 10 more minutes to review whatever the bookmark questions were. That is my thing. But I have observed it came from a simulation classes, and the questions are more like scenario based, that assume you are a salesperson of a buyer, what you're gonna do in this particular situation. They're really easy, but I would say hardly anyone can fail it because it's really easy and real life scenarios. If you are a salesperson of this and this, of a seller, what advice you gonna give to them, like these kind of stuff will come. The questions can be a little bit more on, tell me some, they're gonna be on multiple representation, which we it just kind of giving an example. They can ask about the multiple representation, the counter offer, how the counter offer work, or on a waiver, how notice of fulfillment work, how the conditions work, how you accept the offer, why you terminate the offer, do you do mutual release or termination. So these kind of important topics may appear on exam, so you really need to have a good knowledge on these topics. They're going to talk about these topics in the simulation for sure. So you're going to see like this in the simulation, and then on a simulation I would say, see, this is your references in the simulation. It's gonna be day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and whatever the topics are discussed here, you can see this stuff before your exam. This reference would be available to you, and whatever the topics are here, trust me, those topics gonna appear in an exam. Whatever they're talking in the simulation gonna appear on exam. I gave you kind of a rough idea the kind of questions they can ask you about multiple representation, the two agreements, the agreements of seller buyer, of client and the customer, what's the difference. So these kind of stuff can come, but again it can change. The very good tip is this: whatever they are covering here, they're not gonna go to all the exercises, but they're gonna, whatever they're gonna talk about, it's gonna appear in exam. It's just short and sweet answer. You can't do much work with this, because what happened gonna in the simulation when you are here, so it's gonna work like from 9 to 5, and when you are here, so they're gonna talk about a topic, they're gonna give you activity, and suppose in my class there were 22 people, 22 students I would say, and then around 10 or 10:30, what they do, whatever they teach you from 9 to 10, they're gonna split you in the groups. And when you're in a group, you can be a group of 3 people, students. So 22 students will be divided into 3, the group of 3, and these instructors want you to participate in your group. It's kind of role play, it's kind of talking. I would say pay a little bit attention, because these instructor, as I said, there are 2 instructors always. They come and see in your, I would say, when you're in your group, they can come and see what you are doing, and they actually appear to see what you do in your group. I would say do not take a breaks, washroom breaks, especially when they split you in a group. The reason is because they come and see what you're doing. If they don't find you, they can put an accent on you. And so just be careful when they split you in the group. So you can't really do your work and attend this Humber session. You really have to pay attention to the Humber session. Now you can do the 5-day thing, or you can do over the weekends. The weekends are like Saturday, Sunday, the next Saturday, Sunday, and the next Sunday. So it's gonna be 5 days. It's your choice. You do it 5 days in a week, or you do over the weekend. So my personal choice was the weekdays, so I just did it. But if you do have a work, it's gonna be really hectic. So as I said, so when they put you in a group, they bring you back also, and then they ask you, or they want one person, it can be any one person of that group choice who can represent what they actually talk about. So it's kind of a work how the Canadian education system work. They teach you, then they split you in groups, and then they want you to talk in a group, and then they want you to come back to the main session and tell the instructor what you discussed about it. All the instructors can come and appear and see what you're talking about in the groups. So all these 5 days, exactly this thing gonna happen. They're gonna teach you, put you in different groups. So every single time you will be in a different group talking about it, that stuff. And I hope you will enjoy this. How you have enjoyed this video. I will be bringing more videos on the another topics very soon. So for that, subscribe my channel.